effort in making the logistics industry a key focus theme. To the customers' needs.
Started our business in 1982. However, our history of serving agile technologies Mr. Hiroki Hishai, Senior Managing Director of KWE Japan Core Sales and Marketing, Mr. Masakazu Hattori, KWE Japan Special Advisor, Mr. Yoshinobu Mitsuhashi, KWE Southeast Asia Regional Director, Mr. Hitoshi Mukuyama, Managing Director of KWE Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Haji Muhammad Saleh bin Said, representing di Ketua Pengarah Customs Raja Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Zulkifli bin Jaya, the Penang State Customs Director, Puan Nur Rashidah binti Ahmad, Vice President and General Manager of Agile Technologies, Mr. Ryan Chan, General Manager of Global Logistics and Supply Chain Engineering, Agile Technologies, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Now, first I wish to thank everyone for inviting me to the opening ceremony of the Kintetsu World Express Penang Logistics Warehouse here at the Penang International Airport, Second Air Cargo Complex. For an initial 30,000 square feet of warehouse space dedicated to service Agilent, the KWE Penang Logistics Warehouse has now doubled its warehouse space to 60,000 square feet to fulfill Agilent's growing logistics needs and employs 180 personnel directly. And KWE actually employs in total 250 personnel in Penang. Hello everyone. With the employment opportunities it offers to Penang Knights, as no foreign labour is permitted to work inside the FCZ, I'm sure Penang Knights have benefited greatly from the expansion of the logistics hub. As mentioned just now, the Kintetsu World Express was formed in 1948, and the name of Kintetsu actually is derived from the area where the business started, in the area of Kin in Japan, and was informed that Tetsu means railway. So what started as a railway has now expanded to not only sea freight but also air freight. And Kintetsu is the #2 logistics supplier and #1 in Penang. Congratulations. Today the output from this facility is accounting for more than half of Agilent's global business revenue. As you know, the Agilent has a long-standing history in Penang and is a key player not only in manufacturing but also in helping to establish Penang as a center of excellence for science and technology. And the opening of this facility servicing Agilent, of course, is a key, is as important a milestone for Kintetsu World Express as it is for Agilent. And serving as a regional distribution center for consolidation of shipment for overseas before delivery to the final destination. Once again, I'd like to congratulate the management and staff of KWE Malaysia and Penang in setting up this innovative facility to provide a more simplified, integrated and secure process to optimize their customer, Agilent's technologies, global supply chain management. Now, KWE has achieved a significant milestone in becoming the first operating facility approved by the Minister of Finance to run a vendor-managed inventory logistics process in a free commercial zone. And as I said, from a small representative representative office in 1982, we have seen how KWE in Penang has over the years grown and expanded along with the growth of our manufacturing sector in Penang. To be, as I said, a major player in the logistics industry in Penang, serving the high-tech electronics and semiconductor industries. The Malaysian logistics industry is expected to grow by 15% from 108.5 billion last year to 121 billion ringgit this year. So this is very big business. The vibrancy of the industry reflects the strength of the export and import industry in Malaysia, and especially in Penang. And the Penang State Government appreciates the logistics role played by KWE in supporting the growth of manufacturing industries in Penang, which is essential to Penang's economy. Now, hence logistics is one of the 7 critical success factors that makes Penang a location of choice for investors. Penang State Government hopes that the expansion of the Penang International Airport can be completed on schedule by June 2012. There are concerns that there will be more delays in the completion, and any delay would impact negatively on investments which rely heavily on this critical communications and logistics hub. In this regard, the Penang State Government also hopes that the federal government can quickly resolve the issue of the privatisation of Penang Port. Despite many reports of impending privatisation to various parties, I received a written reply in Parliament from the Prime Minister himself, Dr. Sri Najib Tun Razak, that the federal government has still not made a final decision, but is still evaluating several proposals from local and foreign bidders for the privatisation of Penang Port. Amongst the issues to be considered by the federal government in the privatisation exercise of Penang Port are whether they can have good returns to the federal government, whether the government's interest through this national strategic service can be maintained, and whether we can see a restoration or revival of the financial performance of Penang Port Sdn Bhd, so that Penang Port can compete as the largest shipping operator in the northern region of Peninsular Malaysia. Apparently, the federal government is unhappy with the financial performance of the present management of Penang Port Sdn Bhd until this privatisation exercise proposed on Penang Port has been identified as part of the second wave of privatisation. As at 30th of April 2011, Penang recorded the highest FDI in Malaysia of 2.3 billion, far exceeding the FDIs in other states. Penang has at April stands number 2 with 3.24 billion ringgit in total investments, up from number 2 as at March. In March, we were only number 4 at 1.8. In April, we increased by 1.4 billion, almost 100%, to 3.24 billion. Now, this is the second good news for Penang, as we just received the announcement from Robert Bosch Solar of a 2.2 billion ringgit investment in Penang to set up their third generation photovoltaic production facilities in Batu Kawan. And we hope that this year we may not be able to match last year's impressive performance. You know, last year Penang was, for the first time in history, number 1 in attracting investments. We received 12.2 billion ringgit in investments. First time in history, number 1 in Malaysia, number 1 in history. And I'm sure for KWE, the more investments we get, the better news for you, because you get more business. Now, as Penang continues to attract more investment from existing and new manufacturers into Penang, we need the support from companies like KWE to create innovative solutions for them, and also for Agilent with their creative ideas to make the supply chain and logistics management even more efficient and competitive. Because, as I said, a logistics hub, a competent communications and logistics hub is critical in Penang. It should be the preferred choice